Groceries, utilities, gas, taxes. Anywhere you live is going to have a cost of living associated with it. Some cities are higher than others, but if you need to make it in Gainesville, just how much income do you need? Loving where you live is super important, but if you can't afford to enjoy it, what's the point? Gainesville is a phenomenal place to live for a lot of reasons, but one of them is the cost of living is actually lower than the national average. According to salary.com, the cost of living in Gainesville, Florida is 6.6% less than the national average. For starters, the minimum wage in Florida is $10 per hour, which is up from the federal minimum wage of $7.25. There's also no state income tax, so that's another plus and more money that stays in your pocket. Over the last couple of years, inflation has become a very real thing, and Gainesville was not exempt from that. Area prices are actually up from a year ago, 1.5%. The largest increases in our area were transportation, food, and housing. And while we have seen some price increases in our Gainesville area, just like everyone else around the country, we still have some of the lowest pricing in these categories. Energy, food, healthcare, housing, and transportation. Those are all lower than the national average. If you're a salaried employee thinking about the Gainesville area and the hourly wage doesn't really apply to you, you're probably wondering what salaries look like in our area. According to ZipRecruiter, as of May 5th, 2022, the general annual pay for the average jobs category in Gainesville is $63,355 a year. And just in case you need to do a quick hourly calculation, that averages out to $30.46 an hour, which is equivalent to $1,218 per week or $5,280 per month. And according to the article that I found on ZipRecruiter, salaries in our area obviously can vary greatly depending upon your position. Some salaries were reported as high as $120,328 and as low as $18,138. The majority of salaries with the average jobs category currently range between $43,795, which is in the 25th percentile, all the way to $65,472, which is in the 75th percentile. With the top earners in our area, the 90th percentile, making $79,629 annually in Gainesville. I've always said in my videos that Gainesville has this magnetism. It's a college town, but it's still got a great small town community feel. There's a lot going on. But I think one of the most popular reasons people like to live here, in addition to all that good stuff, is the fact that our cost of living is really low, and as reported by ZipRecruiter, there's some decent salaries to be had. And that salary is going to determine your budget when it's time to buy a house. The housing market is very competitive and bidding wars are pretty much the norm now. So how does a bidding war affect your mortgage, and how can you win the bid without sacrificing your monthly bills? If you're curious, you won't want to miss out on my video on how a bidding war affects your mortgage. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.